may I request everyone to please rise for the invocation. Loving Father, in the quietness of this moment, help us to hear your voice and know what you have called us for. To accomplish a big task today. We have an idea, a vision, hints, and daily instructions. We have talents, abilities, and time to work. However, only you can see in perfect detail the end of every beginning. Every project, every season, every life. Nothing is ever in vain, for even mistakes and missteps are used for good. Your righteousness transcends all our efforts and understanding. Forgive us for our pride that puffs us up and threatens to be undeserving. Strengthen our confidence in you who have made us what we are today. Set us free from our wickedness. May we always ask for your forgiveness. Send us the Holy Spirit to honor you in our thoughts, words, and actions, and to serve you in every aspect of our lives. In humble heart we pray, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Please remain standing as we sing the Philippine National Anthem. Please be seated. We appreciate you taking time off your busy schedules to join us today. We hope you will find the presentations to be fruitful and engaging. So to kick off this morning's program, allow me to give the stage to the Chief Statistical Specialist of PSA NCR Provincial Office 1, Mr. Danilo Arcobinar, to deliver the welcome remarks. A big hand for Mr. Arcobinar.
Director Reynaldo V. Lunas of Metropolitan Development Planning Service, MMDA. ASEC Rosalinda P. Bautista of Philippine Statistics Authority. Director Noli Dizon of NCR Regional Statistical Services Office, PSA. To all my co-chief statistical specialists from NCR, to all our stakeholders from different government agencies, private institutions, organizations, and associations. Meron po ba tayong press media dito? Ang kaibigan natin na press. Ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. I am very pleased to have here to welcome you all to the regional press briefing of the full year 2018 official poverty statistics. We are gathered here today to see and hear the report on the poverty situation in the Philippines, particularly and the NCR, based on the results of the 2018 Family Income Expenditure Survey, or PICE. Actually, the PSA has already conducted the national press conference last December 6 at the national level. Yung mga nakarating po ba noon? December 6. So today, we will be able to see our progress in achieving the Sustainable Development Goal number 1, no poverty, and the overall long-term goal of the Philippine government, that is to eradicate hunger and poverty by 2040. Envisioning each Filipino to live strongly rooted, comfortable, and secure life. Matatag, maginhawa, panatag na buhay. So the results that will be presented later by Director Nodi will tell us where does the Philippines stand as we fight against poverty. In this press briefing, we will be having questions like, what is the current situation of our country in terms of poverty? Where are we now? Where do we want to be? And where we are heading. I hope we not just only be informed of the current situations of our Philippines and poverty, but act upon it as government officials and as citizens of the Philippines to achieve what we envision for ourselves and for our fellows. To work hand in hand, not only for ourselves, but for everyone. Again, magandang umaga po sa atin. Salamat po sa pagdalo and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Kubinar, for the warm welcome and the wonderful remarks. Again, it is with great pleasure and honor to welcome all of you. I hope you haven't had any difficulty locating this venue. As I acknowledge your presence, kindly raise your hand or stand. Friends from the media, from business world, and the Philippine Information Agency, representatives from the local government unit from Malabon, Mandaluyong, Muntinlupa, Pasay, Makati, Caloocan, and Las Piñas. Members of the regional line agencies and the Regional Statistics Committee from DICT, DOTR, DOST, NHA, NAPOCOM, and DBM. We also have representatives from POPCOM, BSP, DENR, DTI, and LTO. And of course, from the Philippine Statistics Authority, again, I would like to acknowledge the presence of ASEC Rosalita P. Bautista and Ms. Bernadette Alvarado. And from the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, Acting Director Jose Rinaldo V. Lunes. At this time, I would like to invite Deputy National Statistician ASEC Rosalita P. Bautista of Sectoral Statistics Office to come forward and give us a message. A big hand for ASEC Bautista.
Thank you, Mayan. Director Jose Rinaldo Dunas, representing MMDA Chairman Danilo de la Puslim, Director Pasiano Dizon of the Philippine Statistics Authority National Capital Region, members of the Regional Statistics Committee and representatives of the regional line agencies, city planning officers, friends from the media and other stakeholders, colleagues in government, officials and staff of PSA NCR, friends from the academe, non-government organizations, civil society organizations, Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, magandang Martes ng umaga sa inyo. In December 2019, the Philippine Statistics Authority reported the full year 2018 official poverty statistics through a national press conference which was attended by a number of media and national government agency in this same hotel. Sa second floor lang po, pero dito rin sa Century Mart. This served as venue for disseminating the latest official poverty statistics as well as the methodology for estimating poverty statistics starting with the estimates for 2006. Today, we're having this regional dissemination forum, which is the first time that the PSA is conducting, recognizing that local government units should also have a good appreciation of the poverty statistics that we release. In relation to this, regional dissemination fora will be conducted by PSA until about mid-February 2020. Similar to the National Forum in December last year, this activity aims to disseminate the official statistics through the dissemination forum, and that statistics that we release are understood and reach the target users so that appropriate policies and programs can be crafted and implemented. The full year 2018 poverty statistics is based on the preliminary 2018 Family Income and Expenditure, or FIES, which use a much larger sample households based on the 2013 master sample. A total of about 180 sample households nationwide were covered, which is 4 times larger than the sample size of the previous FIES. In Metro Manila alone, we covered 25,000 households. This allows the generation of estimates at the provincial level and even for the highly urbanized cities. So dito po sa Metro Manila, yung 17 ay 16 ay highly urbanized. So isa na lang yung matitira na hindi highly urbanized. So naging domain na rin po siya. Kaya we have estimates at basically city, including that of Pateros for Metro Manila. We would like to take this opportunity to thank the respondents in all the provinces, cities, and municipalities for graciously responding to the interviewers during the conduct of the FIES in July of 2018 and January of 2019. So, 2 beses po binisita ang mga households. These responses in the survey serve as inputs to our poverty statistics. In relation, we are requesting for your collaboration by encouraging your constituents to participate in any PSA survey, especially the forthcoming 2020 Census of Population and Housing, because their responses are consolidated to serve as inputs to official statistics that aid our policymakers and program implementers. I hope that in today's activity, you will be enlightened also on how the PSA generates the official poverty statistics. May our media people disseminate them so that much wider user or public can be reached. May our local chief executives, other government heads and leaders appreciate and translate them into actual policy users for the betterment of our countrymen. Thank you, and mabuhay tayo lang.
Thank you, Asek Bautista. Before we present the regional estimates, we would like to take this opportunity to show you an audiovisual presentation. This is to orient you, our audience, on how we compute the poverty estimates.
Ba ako o hindi? Ano ang ibig sabihin ng pagiging mahirap sa Pilipinas? Sino nga ba ang maituturing na mahirap? Ayon sa Republic Act 8425 or Social Reform and Poverty Alleviation Act, may tuturing na mahirap ang isang individual o pamilya kung ang kanilang kabuuang kita ay mas mababa sa isang sukatan o poverty threshold na itinatalaga ng gobyerno. Ang threshold ang pamantayan ng pagsukat ng bilang ng mahihirap. May dalawang klase ng threshold sa pagtukoy ng mahihirap. Una, ang food threshold na tumutukoy sa minimum na kita o kinakailangang halaga ng isang individual o pamilya upang matugunan ang mga pangunahing pangangailangan sa pagkain o basic food requirements. Ikalawa, ang poverty threshold na minimum na kita na kailangan ng isang individual o pamilya upang matugunan ang mga pangunahing pangangailangan sa pagkain at iba pang mga pangunahing pangangailangan katulad ng pang-edukasyon, pangkalusugan, tirahan, ilaw at tubig, damit at sapin sa paa, at iba pa. Paano nakocompute ang bilang ng mahihirap? Una, pagkalap ng mga kinakailangan datos katulad ng kita ng pamilya, food bundle at presyo ng pangunahing pagkain. Ang food bundle ay set ng mga pagkain sa bawat probinsya na nakabatay sa isang National Reference Food Bundle ay dinisenyo ng Food and Nutrition Research Institute o FNRI. Ito ay binubuo ng mga pagkain na pinakamurang nabibili at kinakain sa lalawigan at tumutugon sa 100% na pangangailangan sa enerhiya at protina at 80% para sa iba pang mga nutrisyon. Ang bawat pagkain sa food bundle ay nilalagyan ng katumbas na halaga gamit ang mga datos sa presyo na kinakalap ng PSA bawat buwan. Ang kita ng pamilya ay nanggagaling sa resulta ng Family Income and Expenditure Survey o FIES. Ito ay isang sample survey na isinasagawa ng PSA kada 3 taon na naglalayong makapagbigay ng impormasyon sa kita at gastos ng pamilya. Ikalawa, ang pag-compute ng halaga ng food threshold. Ang bawat pandalawig ng food bundle ay nakabase sa isang national reference na food bundle na may almusal, tanghalian, hapunan at merienda. Tinitiyak na ang food bundle ay binubuo ng mga pagkain may pinakamababang halaga at kinakain sa lalawigan. Ang bawat food bundle ay dapat na mayroong energy, protein, calcium, iron, vitamin A, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin at vitamin C. Halimbawa ng food bundle sa Metro Manila na nakabase sa National Reference Food Bundle, ang almusal ay binubuo ng scrambled egg, kanin at kape na may gatas. Sa tanghalian, mayroon namang nilagang munggo na may bibis at malunggay, kanin at saging na latitan. Samantalang sa hapunan naman ay pritong tulingan, kanin at nilagang tangkong at may meriendang pandesal. Ikatlo, ang pag-compute ng poverty threshold. Bahagi ng pag-compute nito ay ang pagkuha ng non-food component. Ito ay sa pamamagitan ng pagtingin sa consumption pattern ng mga pamilyang malapit sa food threshold. Ito ay di direktang pag-compute na ginagawa di lamang ng Pilipinas kundi maging ibang bansa. Ito rin ay tinatawag na food expenditure over total basic expenditure, ratio na may average na 0.6983 mula sa resulta ng FIES noong 2000, 2003, 2006 at 2009. Ang poverty threshold ay makukuha sa pag-divide ng food threshold sa FTE-DB ratio. Panghuli, ang pagbilang sa mga individual o pamilya na may kita na bababa sa mga thresholds. Kapag mas mababa sa food threshold, sila ay maisasama sa bilang ng food poor o walang kakayahan para makabili ng basic food needs. Samantalang, kapag mas mababa sa poverty threshold, sila ay maisasama sa bilang ng poor o walang kakayahan para makabili ng basic food at non-food na pangangailangan. Tandaan, ang pag-alam ng konsepto ng datos ay nakatutulong upang tama ang paggamit at interpretasyon sa datos. Upang tama ang maninuulat at upang tama ang programa at polisiya.
Okay, and now to present the official poverty methodology, I would like to invite on stage Ms. Bernadette B. Balamban, Chief Statistical Specialist of the Poverty and Human Development Statistics Division of the Philippine Statistics Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Balamban.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to all our officials and guests. So, earlier we saw the EVP on the official poverty estimation methodology. What I will do now is to provide some information, additional information and details on the methodology just before we present the poverty estimates so that we will all have better appreciation of the estimates. Okay, so the outline of my presentation, what are the considerations in the estimation of official poverty statistics, major data inputs, the methodology itself, and what are the other official poverty statistics and other poverty measures that we produce. So yung definition of poverty or who are the poor is actually based on Republic Act 8425, which defines the poor as individuals and families whose income fall below the poverty threshold as defined by NEDA, or those who cannot afford in a sustained manner to provide their minimum basic needs of food, health, education, housing, and other essential amenities of life. So yung definition natin ng poor is actually based on a Republic Act. So why does PSA release poverty statistics? Actually, the estimation of poverty statistics is based on Executive Order E52, which is called the designated statistical activities. This list of activities are the critical activities that our government and private sector needs and deem critical for decision making. So part po ng Executive Order E52 is yung pag-release ng official poverty statistics. Actually po, yung methodology that we are using in the estimation of poverty statistics was developed by a technical committee on poverty statistics composed of experts on poverty statistics, and they were the ones who developed the methodology. And this methodology, after they developed it, it was presented to the PSA Executive Board and it was approved. And using this methodology, the PSA technical staff is the one who make use of this methodology and do the estimation. So hindi lang po PSA yung gumawa ng methodology. It's a consultation among the different technical experts on poverty. Okay, yung bigyan ko lang po kayo ng konting history on the official poverty estimation methodology. So as early as 1987, nagkaroon tayo ng first official methodology for estimating poverty, and it produced estimates for 1985, 88, and 1991. So noon po, national at regional lang yung estimates na nire-release. And then come 1992, yung methodology initially included alcohol, tobacco, recreation, durable furniture, and equipment. But in 1992, it was recognizing that this is for poverty estimation and this is for poverty intervention programs. Alcohol, tobacco, recreation, durable furniture, and equipment were excluded from the basic expenditure. Then in 2003, recognizing that for developing programs, we will need provincial level estimates and even lower level of disaggregation. In 2003, the methodology that was developed produce provincial poverty statistics using regional menus, but priced using provincial prices. So it produced estimates for 1997, 2000, 2003, and 2006. And then yung ginagamit po natin ngayon was actually approved in 2011. This methodology produced provincial poverty statistics by using provincial menus or provincial food bundle, price using provincial prices, and with enhanced comparability of estimates across space and over time using a nationally determined constant FETB. Yung nabanggit ko kanina na ratio ng food expenditure to the total basic expenditure of a reference population. So yung ginagamit nating methodology ngayon, siya yung ginagamit since 2011 approval para to make sure na comparable yung estimates natin. So ano ba yung mga data inputs na kailangan po natin to estimate poverty? Ito yun yung pinakita kanina sa ADP. So una, yung provincial food bundle. Yung provincial food bundle na ginagamit po natin was developed by the Food and Nutrition Research Institutes. And sila yung mga eksperto sa nutrients, sa mga pagkain. And then we have the price data na kinokollect ng PSA. So actual prices po talaga yung ginagamit natin by TSA from the different market. And then we have the income na kinokollect naman through the Family Income and Expenditure Survey na kinokonduct ng TSA every 3 years. So yung Provincial Food Bundle na dinevelop ng FNRI were actually based pa dun sa 2003 National Nutrition Survey of FNRI. And tinignan yung composition niya based on the 1997 food composition table and consider yung recommended energy and nutrient intake. Kasi gusto natin na yung food bundle, mamimit niya yung 100% recommended energy and nutrient intake for energy and protein and 80% for other nutrients. And then these food bundles were subjected to the test of revealed preference to check their comparability and consistency. So ano ba yung test of revealed preference? Kasi noon, issued sa poverty estimation methodology is kung comparable ba yung provincial food bundle ni NCR, ni Metro Manila kay Albay. Comparable ba siya? Kasi kung magkakaiba yung provincial food bundles niya. So yung pagkakadevelop po nung methodology natin ngayon, try to ensure na comparable siya para hindi mo masasabing mas maganda kasi yung food bundle ni NCR kaya mas mahal kaysa sa food bundle ni Albay. So mamaya magpakita ko kung paano tinilay siya ensure. Tapos yung test of revealed preference, parang ang ginawa namin po ay sinubukan yung iba't ibang food bundle sa iba't ibang probinsya at ang naging food bundle sa isang probinsya is in-ensure na yun yung pinakamababa, pero at the same time, nami-meet yung nutrient requirement for that province. Okay. So yung Family Income and Expenditure Survey na isa sa mga inputs natin, so ang objective niya is to gather data on family income and expenditure and other related information affecting income and expenditure levels and patterns in the Philippines. So ito'y ginagawa ng TSA every 3 years, beginning 1985. And yung reference period niya, so sa isang, halimbawa yung 2018 na Family Income and Expenditure Survey, pupuntahan yung household twice. So yung first visit, pupuntahan niya ng July to collect information from January to June. And then babalikan niya ulit yung pamilyang yon come January of the succeeding year to collect information naman from July to December para kumpleto yung picture. So as you may note, we also produce first semester poverty statistics na ang coverage naman niya January to June. Okay. So what are the major data items collected in the FIES? So it includes demographic characteristics, expenditures and other disbursement, housing characteristics, income and other receipts, and entrepreneurial activities. Tapos yung sample size, improvement na yung ngayon. Kasi before, 4 replicates lang yung ating FIES. So dati around 40,000 sample households lang meron tayo sa buong Pilipinas. Pero ngayon, recognizing the clamor to come up with disaggregated estimates, 16 replicates na siya. So imagine nyo, 180,000 sample households yung kinokolektahan ng information sa buong Pilipinas. So the sampling design used is based on the updated 2015 master sample, which considers the provinces as well as the highly urbanized cities of the country as the sampling domain. So average interview ng FIES, 4 to 6 hours, and it contains 81 pages. Yeah, 81 pages siya. So, 180,000 sample households, 81 page na survey, questionnaire. 50 pages doon is based on expenditure, 24 pages on income, 7 pages on other identification and social demographic modules. If you may note kasi po yung income, hindi lang tatanungin magkano kinita mo, but all the details on income, tinatanong to make sure na nakokolekta lahat ng inputs natin. So how do we generate official poverty statistics? So gaya ng nabanggit kanina, yung income is income-based siya. Income-based yung ating poverty estimation methodology. So kapag yung income mo ay mas mababa sa food threshold, o yung minimum income na kailangan to meet the food requirements or the basic food needs, tinatawag kang subsistence poor, food poor, or extremely poor. at masasama ka sa pag-estimate ng subsistence incidence o yung proportion ng food ng families na ang income nila ay mas mababa sa food threshold. Ngayon naman, hindi lang naman food ang kailangan ang basic need natin, di ba? So, meron pang other non-food basic needs. So, kapag naman yung kinikita mo ay mas mababa sa poverty threshold, tinatawag ko poor, or masasama ka sa pagbilang ng poverty incidence. At syempre, kapag ang income mo ay mas mataba, mas mataas, mas mataas sa poverty threshold, non-poor ka na. Okay, so yung food threshold, as mentioned earlier, is the minimum income required for a family or individual to meet the basic food needs, satisfying the nutritional requirements for economically necessary and socially desirable physical activities. So, minsan tinatawag siyang subsistence threshold or food poverty line. So, pag nag-estimate ng food threshold, nagsisimula siya sa isang reference food bundle. So, ito dinevelop ng FNRI. Parang may generic ang national food bundle. So, ito yung generic na national food bundle. So, may breakfast ka, may scrambled egg, coffee with milk, and boiled rice or rice corn mix. Tapos may lunch ka na boiled munggo with malunggay and dried berries, may banana, then may boiled rice or corn mix, tapos may dinner, fried fish or boiled pork, vegetable dish, boiled rice or rice corn mix, and then may snack ka na either bread or boiled fruit wrap or saba. Tapos i-translate siya to provincial food bundle. Yung mga color blue ang font, sila yung nagbabago kada probinsya. Yung mga black na font, yun yung retained pare-pareho for all the provinces. So yung provincial food bundle, pag na-translate na itong generic na food bundle sa provincial food bundle, dapat least cost pa rin siya, visualizable, meaning pwede mo siyang lutuin. Kasi for other countries, basta listahan ng mga food items lang ang nakalagay, as long as nasa-satisfy yung nutrient requirement, kahit puro kanin siya, kahit puro tinapay, yun yung ginagamit nila. Pero sa atin kasi, yung science siya na parang merong menu, yung parang may ulam na talaga, na pwede mong lutuin together. Locally available, and it meets the 100% recommended energy and nutrient intake for energy and protein, and 80% for other vitamins and minerals. Okay. So ito yung NCR na food bundle. Na-translate na yung National Reference Food Bundle to the NCR food bundle. So scrambled egg, coffee with milk, tas boiled rice. Tapos yung lunch niya, may munggo, malunggay, tsaka dried berries, tsaka banana na tundan, tsaka boiled rice. Tapos sa dinner, fried tulingan, boiled kangkong, boiled rice, tapos yung snack niya, pandesal. Tapos, each of the food items in this food bundle, like yung malunggay, yung berries, pinapresyohan siya using actual prices na kinokollect ng PSA. And then, so itong may estimate mo, pag na-presyohan mo na siya isa-isa with the corresponding weight, magkakaroon ka ng per capita food threshold, meaning per person na food threshold in a day. So, i-multiply namin yun by 30.4 as the average in a month to approximate the food threshold in a month per person, tapos multiply by 12 for a year. So, yung makikita nyo sa mga publications namin, our food threshold, per capita food threshold in a year. So yung poverty threshold naman, since aside from the basic food needs, we also have the non-food basic needs. So yung poverty threshold incorporates this. So it is the minimum income required for a family or individual to meet the basic food and non-food requirements. So ano yung mga non-food requirement na kino-consider niya? Clothing and footwear, fuel, lighting, water, housing maintenance and other minor repairs, rental of occupied dwelling units, medical care, education, transportation and communication, non-durable furnishing, household operation, and personal care needs. Note na hindi kasama ang recreation, tobacco, and alcohol. So yung poverty threshold is equal to the basic food and non-food. Pero yung poverty threshold, hindi siya katulad ng food threshold na may bundle ka, tapos may presyohan. Medyo mahirap siya at complicated pag sa non-food component kasi mahirap magsabing dapat ang isang tao may 2 pirasong damit. O dapat ba 3, dapat ba 4. Mas mahirap mahirap siyang mahirap lagyan ng threshold or standard for the non-food component. So what we do is indirect estimation. And this is a practice even in other countries. So what we use is to divide the food threshold by the ratio of the food expenditure to the total basic expenditure of a reference population. And for our case, it's the families na malapit dun sa food threshold. So it assumes na yung food threshold is around 0.6980 or around 70% of the total of the poverty threshold. So parang ina-assume na 70% sa food na pupunta. So yung 0.6983 ay nanggaling sa average food expenditure to the total basic expenditure of 4 FIES surveys. 2000, 2008, 2006, and 2009. So bakit hindi siya pinapalitan kada taon, kada FIES? Kasi gusto natin, comparable siya across FIES years. Kasi parang, dahil ba ngayon may Starbucks na isasama na natin siya food bundle. So parang tinataas mo na tinataas yung standard. So hindi mo na, baka hindi na comparable yung estimates. But we do recognize na in a way, sometimes you have also to review. So part din ng plan po ng PSA, while we have this methodology, is to review the poverty estimation methodology to incorporate yung mga emerging concerns na dapat may pasok sa methodology. So, how do we generate the subsistence incidence ng poverty incidence? Ito yung kanina na kapag yung income mo ay mas mababa sa food threshold, so food poor ka. Kapag ang income mo naman ay mas mababa sa poverty threshold, ikaw ay poor. Tapos gano'n yung pag-compute ng poverty incidence, sum of poor over the total weighted population, food population. Kasi nilalabas po namin siya in terms of families and population. And non-poor ka kapag yung income mo ay mas mataas sa threshold. So subsistence incidence refers to the proportion of families or individuals with per capita income less than the per capita food threshold to the total number of families or individuals. So proportion po yung subsistence incidence to poverty incidence in terms of families and individuals. Yung magnitude naman, siya yung levels. Siya yung number, yung actual number of families or individuals who are income poor, kapag magnitude of poor, and kapag magnitude of food poor or subsistence poor, ito yung actual number of families or individuals who are food poor or subsistence poor. So, isa pa pong, pag nakita niyo po yung report namin, we do not rank provinces and we do not encourage ranking of provinces. Recognizing na nanggagaling po ito sa survey. So, may mga standard errors, may confidence intervals na pinoconsider. So, what we do is we do cluster analysis. So, yung mga poverty incidence ng mga probinsya, nagko-conduct kami ng cluster analysis para i-grupo sila, para yung mga poverty incidence na magkakapareho, sila yung mag-grupo-grupo, para lang malaman natin kung ano yung mga probinsya na papasok sa grupo na sila yung relatively matataas ang poverty incidence, at sino yung mga probinsya na ang poverty incidence nila relatively medyo mababa. So, kina-cluster namin siya into 5 groups. As other official poverty statistics that we produce, as I've mentioned, nag-release din po kami ng first semester official poverty statistics. So, ang reference niya in January to June ng FIES. Tapos ito yung full year official poverty statistics. So, we have the 2015 and 2018. And then we have the official poverty statistics among the basic sectors. Na ito naman, magproproduce kami mid of this year para nag-release ng poverty statistics among farmers, among women, among children, among youth. And then, other initiatives that we do, we also produce city and municipal level poverty estimates. Ito produce namin prior to the adoption of the 2013 master sample. Instead of doing the direct estimation na kino-compare yung threshold sa yung income sa FIES sa threshold, nagmo-model kami. Nagmo-model ng income to estimate the... Kasi yung kung i-direct estimation natin, maaaring yung sample size o yung number of households na kinolektahan mo ng information sa FIES, hindi sufficient to produce, lalo na yung dating master sample na around 40,000 lang yung sample households. So, kinocombine namin yung information from census at saka family income and expenditure survey and labor force survey. Tapos another initiative is the multidimensional poverty index. So I mentioned earlier na yung poverty statistics na nire-release natin ngayon is income-based as defined dun sa batas na Republic Act 8425. Recognizing na ang poverty is multidimensional actually, hindi naman siya income-based lang. So we are now developing a methodology to come up with a multidimensional poverty index para titignan yung education, health, so iba't ibang component ng poverty. So yun lang po. Pero yun lang yung gusto kong i-emphasize na while we do have this methodology, nag-undergo kami ngayon ng review of the methodology kasi part nung na-approve na resolution ng 2011 is that after 10 years, i-review siya ulit. Kasi baka kailangan i-update siya, may mga kailangan baguhin sa methodology. Pero ginagawa namin siya after 10 years para comparable pa rin yung estimates within one administration, at least. So, yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Thank you so much for that intuitive presentation, Ms. Bergman. Okay, so the morning snack has been served, ladies and gentlemen. So we will have a 10-minute break. Kindly proceed to our dining area on your left side. Please do not leave your personal belongings behind for security purposes.